Today, we are going to read part of a story called Woodrow for President. So, the first part of the story talks about how officials are elected at the state and the local level, but we're going to start our story where Woodrow is running for president. A president is elected, we hope you remember, every 4 years in the month of November. In general elections, with primaries completed, campaigning begins once again. It's repeated. So off for more picnics the candidates go, more speeches and meetings in rain, sleet, or snow. On the campaign trail is no time to shirk, for being a candidate is very hard work. That's because Woodrow, despite his great fame, was not the only big mouse in the game. The Country Mouse Party had held its convention, and its nominee was now in contention. Senator Rufus C. Tufmouse, retired, was widely respected and widely admired. One of his bills, it passed Congress with ease, created the U.S. Department of Cheese. Tufmouse in this campaign hit the trail, battling Woodrow toe-to-toe, tail-to-tail. To help voters choose the best candidate, they agreed to a nationwide TV debate. The voters tuned in to listen and learn, each mouse debating the issues in turn. Discussing their plans and their hopes and their fears, the viewers, reporters, the rest were all ears. When it was over, the cheers and applause filled the room as the candidates met and shook paws. America's voters, Woodrow thought, hold my fate, so all I can do now is sit back and wait. Election day came, and most mice, with delight, exercised their basic constitutional right to go to the polls to each cast one vote. Our democracy working, historians note. Voters cast votes different ways we have seen. Some mark paper ballots, some vote by machine. Whatever the method, every vote counts when election officials add up the amounts. After they voted back home in Missouri, Woodrow and Bess, with the kids in a hurry, rushed to a downtown hotel to await as voting results were announced for each state. The polls closed, hours passed, and then suddenly, Senator Tufmouse appeared on TV. The voters have spoken, Tufmouse conceded. The vote total showed he had been defeated. Woodrow has won, Rufus said with respect. Let's all now support him, our president-elect. In a ballroom downstairs, Woodrow walked into cheers from friends and supporters and great volunteers. Dear friends, I am honored, Woodrow began. You've elected me president of this great land. A difficult job, I'll be put to the test, but I promise to work hard and give you my best. On January 20th, Inauguration Day, Woodrow stood before all to swear and to say he'd uphold and protect our great Constitution and each citizen's rights with firm resolution. Once sworn in, he began his inaugural address, a speech to the nation, a way to express his plans and his dreams for all mice to share, and then he declared to mice everywhere. Ask not what your nation can do for you, he said. Ask what you can do for your nation instead. Ask and for your community and neighbors so close. For your friends and your family, that's what matters most. Vote, get involved, volunteer. That's what's right. Be a good citizen, be your own point of light. The crowd cheered hooray for this wonderful mouse as he walked down the street to the famous White House, where Woodrow and Bess and their girls and the boys arrived with their suitcases, boxes, and toys. To begin Woodrow's term, his administration, the hope of all mice, the hope of a nation. That night, Bess and Woodrow danced down to the great hall, honored hosts of the special inaugural ball. With friends and supporters, they hob and they nob, the night before Woodrow begins his new job. After the ball, the new president said, "Enough celebration, it's now time for bed. For tomorrow I have, when I wake from my sleep, many dreams to fulfill, many promises to keep." The end. I hope you enjoyed this story about Woodrow and how he became president.